Africa's rally fraternity gather for the start of the 19th Castrol International Rally. With 2 events run and still no clear leader of the championship log, tension mounts as the teams await the start of the longest and toughest event of the national rally calendar.
806. 811.
A tired clock of the course, Dieter Koch. How's it going, Dieter?
Oh, Rob, it's been a heavy night, but we still got 35 cars in the event at this stage. We've had quite a lot of retirements. The conditions have improved. You know, the roads have been a bit damp, so there hasn't been as much dust. But Castrol van der Merwe has now got a very good lead. It's going to be very difficult to catch him. But the interesting thing is that the car that's lying second overall, Eric Sanders, is on exactly the same to the second as the first class car in Class B, which is Glen Hall.
What about some significant retirements?
Well, we had Serge Damso go out with a broken distributor shaft, Johan Evertse with a cylinder head gasket gone, Glenn Gibbons with a flat battery, Nuno de Cunha is out, so quite a lot of the big ones have fallen out, yes.
Leon Botha and Francois Jordan are just 2 of the many privateers, the backbone of the rally.
We had quite a battle last night. We had a problem. We lost about 15 minutes. We're making it up again. We actually posted second fastest time right on the 18th stage. It's a hard rally. It's extremely rough, difficult and very hard on the cars. So the privateers has got to look at expenses and, we've got to drive slightly more carefully than the works drivers who can rebuild a car virtually. We're also busy, but we're repairing, not rebuilding.
Now, these guys working on your car at the moment, are they just friends of yours? Do they all rally around to help you?
Yes, absolutely. It's only for the love of motorsport. Why they do it, nobody will ever know. It's a very unthankful job, like the marshals as well. But it's a wonderful crew. They get shouted at and they still stick around and make things happen. It's extremely nice.
Special Stage 20, the first of 7 stages that remain until the 8-hour Ezelweni regroup and rest. From Malkerns, the stages head up into the Lesotho forests. Disaster as Toyota number 3 blows a motor.
Eric, you looted again from the Castrol.
Yes, what can you do? Right here, the car was going very well. We'd had a lot of problems during the night, and we were lying joint second here at the regroup, and the car we thought was 100%, and unfortunately the engine has just let go. It's one of those things.
I know it's just a question, but
I'm not sure. It's possibly a piston that's broken. I'm really not sure. I'm not too clued up as to what it could be.
Yeah.
But we're not going any further, that's for sure.
Better luck next year.
Yes. Thank you.
With the Toyota threat now somewhat lessened, a more relaxed Van der Merwe enters Special Stage 21. At 25,6 kilometers, Waterfall Up is one of the more challenging stages.
Stand by. And red, yellow, green.
2 Nissans remain in the rally and both hold positions in the top 10. We see 7th place Koos Roos and Dave McGregor throwing around their skyline, while 2 cars behind them are teammates Rolf Fecken and Johan Haasbroek. Deeper into the stage, we rejoin Nick and Guy. Looking down the field, currently lying 11th, is ex-rugby player Scott Burger, with wife Sue giving directions. While the leaders, Van der Merwe and Boshoff, keep a steady 8 minutes between their golf and the Class B golf of Hall and Botha, the race is on for third place. One and a half seconds separate the flying Toyota of Enzo Kuhn and equally fast Paolo Piazza Musso's VW Golf. Both young and extremely ambitious, Paolo would dearly love to make the scoreboard read VW 1, 2 and 3. Enzo, of course, has other ideas. Despite some hair-raising in-car housekeeping, Nick and Guy go on to win stages 21, 23, 24, 25 and 26.
Okay.
Special stage 27, the last stage before the Ezulweni regroup. As always, a huge crowd gathers at the notorious water splash. Castrol, suffering gearbox gremlins, takes things easy, much to the disappointment of the crowd. Ruas, on the other hand, in an effort to empty the splash, dirties more than just our cameraman. Under pressure, the exhausted Volkswagen mechanics change the leading car's gearbox. Making sure the car is right, Castrol and France take 1 or 2 seconds penalty as they book into the Parc Fermé late. While this team can afford the time, others most certainly cannot. So the team of Van der Merwe and Boshoff in the Synchro Golf maintain their 8-minute cushion ahead of Class B leaders Glenn Hall and Martin Botha. A midnight restart sees the rally back in the Lesotho forests. Totally in control of the situation, the VW team keep their lead intact. As dawn breaks over the Ezulweni Valley, clerk of the course Dieter Koch updates the situation.
You know, on a midnight start like this, after the guys have had a bit of rest, it takes them a while to get into the swing of things again. So we had quite a bit of action during the night. We had 8 stages. Paolo Piazza Musso caused the most excitement by rolling his car after the flying finish. So he is now 12 seconds behind Enzo Kuhn, so there's a real battle on between the two youngsters.
I managed to win that stage, but I think I relaxed after the fly finish. It's a tricky corner and just was a bit too quickly. We hit a bank and it just threw us over on a roof.
My biggest problem at the moment is maintaining a balance between staying on the road and keeping in front of my biggest problem, Paolo Piazza Musso. He's just 12 seconds behind me. The stages today, Dieter, are there any surprises for the guys, or are they fairly straightforward, good stages, good surface stages?
Well, they're good stages, but we have the longest stages really. It's 28 kilometers. That's still in front of them, and that could cause a few surprises. And then we've always got the splash at the end, which, you know, we might just drown someone in that if there's too many finishes.
The drivers leave the Ezulweni sun, their work cut out for the day. Young Enzo Kuhn doing a fine job under extreme pressure. On stage 36, Enzo won by 0.22 of a second. Stage 37, Paolo won by 0.06 of a second. Stage 38, Paolo won by 0.01 of a second. Stage 39, Enzo won by 0.05 of a second. Disaster on stage 40, as the camera crew discover the number 14 Golf of Paolo Piazza Musso and Gilliam Tartan wrecked. The disappointed face of a driver who, when locked in battle, tried so hard. He can only watch as his service crew recover his car. Our in-car team of Nick Duval and Guy Hodgson themselves fall prey to a broken gearbox and retire from a well-recovered 5th place. This promotes the husband and wife team of Ben and Isabel van der Westhuizen into 4th position. While the leading privateers, Ralph Chadwick and Mike Constable, move to 5th overall. Down towards the splash for the last time, Castrol van der Merwe and Frans Boshoff have driven the perfect rally, made to look even easier by the lack of upfront competition. Second-placed Glenn Hall and Martin Botha have done their job too, Never actually threatening Castrol, they've occupied second place from Special Stage 21 right to the end.
And the first night we had a hell of a dive with third, and I had a lot of dust. But then fortunately my opposition seemed to eliminate themselves, and from day two it was really just a matter of getting to the finish.
Do you think this is a good omen for the rallies to come this season?
Well, I certainly hope it's changed my luck. We've had a long drought as far as winning is concerned.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And so the final results. Castrol van der Merwe and Frans Boshoff win with a time of 7 hours, 25 minutes and 12 seconds. Second overall and winning Class B, Glyn Hall and Martin Botha. Third overall and winning Class C, Enzo Kuhn and Johan Seeling.